It's Online Biz Real Talk today, and we have an incredible subject for you and a very special guest today. Our subject today is what has this online business done for us since we started? It has done so many amazing things for us, so many amazing things for Tito, so many amazing things for our business partners. We have our business partners backstage. Welcome, God bless you. My co-host, as always, Paulo and Thushara, our business partner. So yeah, why don't you introduce yourself for us real quick, Tito, and tell us maybe what has this online business done for you since you started?
Well, hi everybody. I am Ciro Hernandez. I am from back from Barcelona. I am Canadian, Spanish. I've started this business about a year ago. I would say a year and something about. And this business really changes. It changes you. It changes the point of view. It changes a lot of things. But most of all, it changes the way you are. When I started this business, I was working for Matcon. It's a company of the construction, and I have to do is dig holes with a shovel. It was hard work, and in the rain and everything, right? So just 4 weeks into the business, I had the courage to call my boss and tell him, I don't think I'm going to be doing this. I'm just going to switch into my online business because it's working out really good, and so I quit my job, one of my jobs, right? A year later, this business has done so much to me. Um, First of all, the point of view that it changes. Like right now, and having this online business right now, my point of view is I want to use all the time that I have, benefitly, all the time that I have, I want to use it to make something productive. I don't want to be watching a movie or something. That doesn't give me production. That doesn't give me any money or any income. I love music, so I guess it gave me time, the freedom to do some music. I made over 10 G's singing in the streets, like basically with the trumpet in the streets. That's an extra stream of income doing what you love to do. This business gave me the freedom to do that too. Gave me the freedom to choose if I want to work, if I want to get an extra job. Yeah. So let's say I do want to get another job in construction. I get a job in construction. I still have one more stream of income I'm adding to my online business stream of income plus my trumpet stream of income. So I have three streams of income because I choose to. I don't have to go to work every day. It's just that I choose to. I'm young right now. I have the energy. What do? We got to make a plan. So when you're older, when you're 50 years old, you're not working in construction still, getting told what to do, and you can barely lift your legs up over anything because you worked your whole life. No, my plan is I have a plan. My plan is work hard when you're young. Work hard when you're young. Don't spend your time, just wasting time. Make production of your time, and then in the future, when you're 50 years old, well, you have your life set. You have a land in Spain. You have land somewhere. You have a plan, which is a plan. This business world makes the plan a lot more easier. It also changes the point of view of, before I was in this online business, I didn't hang out and I didn't talk to millionaires. I didn't hang out with people that were successful. I had my friends were people that used to spend time in a park smoking and talking about successful people, or
They
what
thought
it
it was
did
a fairy tale to become
exactly.
successful.
It changed my point of view. It changed my point of knowing how life it exactly could go. So now I have this mindset that if I'm working if I'm back in construction, I'm also thinking that when I gonna get home, I'm gonna go and play music. If I play music, I'm gonna make another stream of income. But at the same time, the business in the back still runs. I don't have to do anything right now because I worked so hard in the business. At the start in the business, you have to put your time to set up, like everything in a business that you don't know. You have to learn the business. You have to implement your time. You have to sacrifice a few things, have all the full time for that business. Once you have the business, once you set the business and the business is set, you know how to set ads. Now you know how to advertise. Now you know how to work on Google, YouTube. Then you just leave that aside and you start looking for your dreams. I'll tell you, this business changes your life. uh, Whoever wants to have the business as an extra stream of income, you can work on it a few hours a day, and you'll have it there as a stream of income. The thing about this business is we don't have to sell anything in this business. We don't have to accumulate products in the house. We don't have to call nobody, set up meetings with anybody. Everything is done by the digital world. You set up your ads. People will see your ads. So click your name. They'll be interested. Of course. What is this guy doing? What is this girl doing? There's so many people in this business that change their life. It also changes your point of view. It changes you from being always in the comfort spot. And it makes you kind of grow in life. It makes you grow. It makes you get out of that little box that you were before all the time. You go to work, you come back, you have some food with your friends or whatever, and then the same thing, the same routine, everything. Well, it doesn't always have to be like that. I also found out with this business that us as human beings, we are meant to do what we love to do with our free time. Our free time, what we love to do is the things that make us happy. The way the system goes is the system taught us how to judge, criticize, and they taught us how to work to keep us combined in a controlled way so we can work. Now, I'm not saying working is bad. Working is good. We got to get up in the morning. We got to work. We got to make money, right? But what I don't agree is that the system taught us how to work and also taught us how to discriminate each other and judge each other constantly. So we are constantly hating each other. We're constantly fighting with each other, killing each other in a way, and they have us controlled with all they want to do is work,
competing with each other,
competing with each other,
competing for the leads,
exactly.
Competing for the ups, competing for the buyers. Right?
Yeah,
we don't do that.
Exactly. So what we should be all be doing is do what we love to do. If we want to practice something, we practice what we love to do. Don't mind being judged or being scared someone's gonna see you. You should know that if you spend your whole life without doing what you love to do, you're gonna turn 80 years old and you're gonna ask yourself, wow, my time is gone now. I didn't do what I love to do. I didn't have the guts to go and do what I love to do because I was embarrassed because the way the system taught us. Now we have a new way. My new way is, yes, I got into online business. And if I wanted to work again, I went and I go back to work. And if I want because I want more stream of income, and I'm young for it right now. I'm young and I got the energy. When I'm 50 years old, I won't have the energy to do anything. So right now is the time to prepare yourself, prepare everything. As when you're young, you move up, Akina. You move up, slowly, but you're creating a future for yourself. Now, many people they say, oh, it's pyramid scheme. It's no, this is not a pyramid scheme because they pay you in checks. They pay you. They give you T4s. They got it's a totally different thing. Whoever's watching, I'm a real person. And the way I was before until the way I am right now. I used to love drinking. I used to love going out partying and everything. But guess what? I don't do that anymore. I don't go out drinking. I don't go out partying. I don't like it. I just made the decision that alcohol is not good for me. It doesn't make me feel good. So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna take it away from me. I'm just gonna, and just trade my time for being productive. Business. Do what you love to do. I love my trumpet. I go play. This business has done a lot for me. It can do a lot for you guys too. You just gotta take the chance of changing your life, wanting to change your life. You want to change your life? You talk to me, or you talk to Georgia, you talk to Akina, you talk to Paulo, you talk to Thushara. They have the means to change your life, right? Make a stand for yourself. Don't do always the same routine. I have a lot of things to say, but I'm gonna let them speak too because it's not all my room, right?
Well, that was amazing. I'd like to comment on a few things if that's okay. I'm sure other people would like to. And welcome, Akina. So I just want to say that all of this amazing achievements and changes in your life. I've seen this in so many people. I've seen this in myself, and just how you're talking about because when he was like, we're hanging around millionaires, it's true. Like all of a sudden, we're not used to going to people's like $3 million houses and penthouses and these beautiful parties. And then you go and you're like, how did they do this? And I'm like, wait a minute. We have the same business. And then you realize this is real. Just now, like it only took me 3 years. 3 years into the business, I moved into a $3 million home. And people are coming to me and be like, this is real. My business partners. And I'm like, I was where you was just a few years ago. I met my coaches and I came to the parties and I came to the get-togethers. And look at me now. I said, I believe it, Georgia. I believe it because you are inspiration. Tito, you are inspiration. All of you here are inspiration. We made it. We did it with a simple system that is killing it in the online world. It is a simple sales funnel and website we set up for you, affiliated with 4 main companies that we literally continue to grow in. We actually built these companies up, how much sales we brought in. These companies are skyrocketing because we are skyrocketing. We have the formula to show you guys how to advertise, how to attract the perfect buyer that is going to convert into a lifetime buyer. And you're going to make sales from all the way from 1.4K a sale all the way up to 5.9K a sale. And Tito's making that right now. He just made like over 5K just a couple weeks ago and is getting these little bonuses here and there, 300, 400, 500, 600. And he's like, wow, I got that. I'm like, yeah. So, and me too. I just got a 8.5K payday a few days ago. And then I got another 700 here or there. Like, for me, a mom of 5, only a 7th grade education, for him in construction, for all the amazing changes that you went through, like, congrats. And you got your ads running for you still continuously, and you're doing your music, you're doing everything. I want to comment one more thing. There was somebody that commented because they're like, Tito, what happened to you with the music? Somebody from, one of my business partners, what happened to you with the music? You're not doing the business anymore. And I explained, I was like, no, he's still the business. You don't see him doing the business, but he still has his ads running.
Works in the back. I don't have to put time on my business right now because my business does the time for me.
Yeah.
I have the time right now to do something else. I could even choose to go back into construction or choose to have 2 jobs in construction, have my singing. I'm still making extra money.
Whatever
my business in the back is still running.
Exactly. So I just wanted to say that real quick, like to anybody who is still wanting to do their 9 to 5 or still
they can still do the 9 to 5. It's an extra stream of income.
Let's say, stream of income.
Sorry to cut you off. No. If you want to change your life, then hey, go right ahead. By all means, you should you work hard on it. You sacrifice maybe a whole year of your life, a whole year, so you can have 10 years or 15 years or even 40 years left when you're older to thrive. People say, oh, time is precious. We should not give away time. Time is precious, guys. Yeah. But so are you.
Amen. And everybody here today has something expertise. So my expertise is ads, and I set his ad up. That's how he keeps going. Now, Paulo, his expertise is, let me exactly make you some content. Here's the content. Here's what to post. Here's how we pretty much do it. Akina, well organized. She helps us organize everything. Thushara, I think she is a big spiritual motivator. Keep going. Tito's a motivator. He grabs everybody and like, let's get to this. Let's work on this. Each of us in our community, we put forth something, and that's how we're so big, because we do it out of the goodness of our heart. And we know we're going to grow together. So thank you. God bless you for that. So I'll let the floor be open to Paulo, my co-host. Thank you, guys.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I can go ahead. Sorry, I thought we was gonna go with Thushara, but I'll go ahead.
If you want to go with Thushara, it's your choice.
Yeah, I'll let Thushara go. Yeah, because I know she's coming from Australia, so it's a bit early for her. So I'll let her.
Hi everyone, and my name is Thushara, and I'm from Australia. And thank you everyone for having me today. So I started this business about 6 months ago, and nothing but for me is like I'm gaining all the confidence, and everything is positive for me. And also, its most important part me is I'm gaining happiness. That is the most important, whatever you do in life. And this is missing part of me. Always I'm a happy person, but it's like somehow I drop up myself. But now I'm picking up everything, and also meet so many wonderful people around the world, mainly so many of them in Canada. And every day I engaging with them and I getting all the tips for me to run the business as well. And the amount of support I'm getting is I can't believe myself. I don't even get those, to be honest, those support from the group. From in my whole entire life, I never get that experience. So this community is amazing. So what I wanted to say, don't have that fear in you. So come forward and talk to any of these business partners and go start get running, guys, because this is real. And I seen myself, not me only, people surrounding me, they seen myself as I'm changing. So this is something that would you like to change and looking forward to celebrate in your life. Everything, definitely 100%, things will change. I'm not a big fan of reading books, and my goals, I go into reading things now because I had to set up myself. And as everyone encouraged, and there's a book clubs here, and you don't need to buy them either. So I'm reading them because I'm not coming from the big business knowledge and everything. So I need the way to improve myself more, even though training side got everything we have, but it's still you need, they providing books because they know that they got something value for you. That's the reason. So that's it for me. So I just wanted to say to everyone who's watching and listening, and don't be afraid, because I'm come here for 6 months ago and I'm not the confident person, and I'm here now, I'm talking, and I can go a long way and non-stop talking. So I'm not going to take that chance because there's other hosts here to talk about themselves as well. So that's it for me, and thank you everyone for having me.
I wanted to comment on what you said, Thushara, because I love how you said like you're starting to do these like interviews and lives, and our group really helps push people into that uncomfortable feeling so that we can grow as individuals and see what we're truly made of. And what Ciro talked about, saying like a lot of people are comfortable in the box. We're comfortable with what we have. We're comfortable with like our schedule, with our daily routine. And the moment that we step out of that is when people get really nervous and scared, and then they go back into the box. And so, but as our community, because we're very supportive, we don't we have a really like our number one priority, like our number one rule in our group is to help encourage people and push people so that we're not fighting within our community. And so we've established out over the 7 years this community has been together. And I'm glad, I can't wait, Thushara, to see you grow and succeed in your business. And yeah, just you coming in and doing these interviews, like it's awesome. And that's the first step of getting comfortable, and also reading those books. I love how you brought that up as well, because we're just not a community about doing business. We're also a community of personal growth, and we do provide a lot of ideas on how to do that self development, personal growth. And so that, like, even myself, it took me a while to get over being in front of a camera, but I did it. I just forced myself, and with the community and just the support of people and just stepping out of my comfort zone. So thank you, Thushara, for sharing your experience so far with doing the business.
I got one question, just like what happened is like even family brings together because you got the power to talk to them and they're believing in that. Because I got that part as well, because something going on in our family yesterday is that is fixed. So I was so grateful. Then I was so grateful to business because of this. I got that confidence, to tell the people, to encourage them to whatever they're doing wrong, this is wrong, and this where I am now. So I'm really happy where I'm at. So that's all I wanted to say. Thanks to all having me.
Yeah, wonderful. I wanted also to comment that what you said there is it's really nice. Was really good. It's also moves on people to get out of their comfort zones. Um, we live in a comfort zone constantly every day. Now, in a world of comfort zones, there's a lot of people that are looking for you also to fail. There's 99% of this world are looking out there. They'll be happy if you fail. They'll get out of their way to see you fail, because they they haven't done anything like that in their whole life. And I've had it. I've had it even with I've seen it with family members. I've seen it with you know. Don't worry about all people are gonna say. Worry about yourself. Worry about what you guys do. Do not worry about the other person right beside you. He's not in your body. He's not in your brain. He's not. He's just. He's just wanting you to do what he's doing because he ain't got the guts to move from out from his comfort zone. I've seen it clearly, and I also see that once you're successful, the people that want you down, they're quiet. They're very quiet. They're waiting there, waiting until something happens. And I had it from experience, from someone very close, and the way it happened. And as I see that I'm being successful right now, whether is the business, whether it's my trumpet, whether it's my extra stream of income, if I chose to go back to work, the people are quiet. Once I mention, I say, hey, I made 10 G's with my trumpet. People don't reply. The people that don't reply and the people that are wanting you to fall down so you can be at the same level as them. Very important what you just said there. You have to be your own boss of your own body, your own mind. So I congratulate you, and hey, moving forward from don't give up. They say people say if you make an effort, after every effort there's always a prize. There's always a fruit after everything you do. You want to run fast, you run fast, you hard, you might win the race. There's always a win situation. So yeah, I congratulate you, and you know you're gonna
Yeah,
find.
thank you. Yeah, all everything is fixed, and I'm in a right path. That's all I can say. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Thushara. So yeah, I'll guess I'll go, come back to me now. Let's just introduce myself and just talking about the topics. So hi everyone. My name is Paulo Paralejas. I'm originally from the Philippines. I was born there, but moved to Calgary when I was a baby. So Calgary is my hometown. But I live now in Vancouver. I live here in Vancouver. I've been here for quite a long time. And my background's in nursing, so I've worked in many areas of nursing. I've been nursing for over 20 years, and yeah, I started this business about 6 years ago because I needed a change, and it was a tough step to go into because, like all of us on here, we never had the experience to start an online business. But once you get taught and trained and know how to run the business, there's a lot of benefits from being able to be your own boss and have your own sort of side hustle business. And so when I started, I was still working as a nurse, and so one of the things that allowed me to do was run this business because it was flexible, it was portable. I could do it in between my clinics. I can do it in between I'm seeing my patients. I can do it on my breaks. I can do it early in the morning. I can do it late in the evening because the training is accessible 24/7. And so that's what I love about the flexibility and the portability. And a lot of it too is like I travel, I like to go on vacations, and I can take this business anywhere with me. As long as I have my phone and good Wi-Fi connection and data connection, I can take it anywhere and run my business. And so that's one of the things that's allowed me to do so far. And the other thing I love doing is helping other people out. So I've been giving money to my mom, helping her out, been putting money into savings accounts for my nieces and nephews and godson, because I want them to use that money, not to go to school, but to learn how about entrepreneurship, to learn about running a business so that they too can know how it is to be their own boss and be able to create that financial literacy that a lot of us have never been trained to, been taught to in university or colleges. So that's one of the other things I've been able to do in this business. And the other one that really sticks to my heart is being able to take friends and family on vacations. I took my best friend Abby on her birthday to Palm Springs, and I paid for the trip. And from out of that, we decided that that whole trip is called Good Vibes Only trip. So basically, we don't complain about anything, and if we complain about anything, then we buy each other's meals and so on. So yeah, we continue that trip every year now with being able to do that. So that's allowed me to take my family and friends on trips. And I also took my mom to Vegas for Christmas one time, and I want to do more of those trips with her too. And it's just more evident now that she's in the Philippines right now vacationing because she was there for my grandma's 1 year death anniversary, and she fell, broke her hip and fractured, and required surgery there in the Philippines. And she's 70 years old, and it just goes to show you how much time you have left with your loved ones, with your parents. They're not getting any younger, and I want to be able to spend more time with my mom and, take her on trips, take her on cruises, take her to Selfridges in the UK to buy her the purse that she's always wanted. So there's a lot of things I've been able to do with this business. And I mean, there's hardships in it, of course, with running any type of business, but because of the support within our community that we have, that it stops you and prevents you from quitting. And so that's why I love this community. I love this business. It's just allowed so much more positivity into my life. And I feel like there's a light now at, sometimes when you look at it down the tunnel and you don't see light because you're just so stressed with work, you don't see an end to the means because you're living paycheck to paycheck. And now that has changed. There's an actual light down the tunnel that I know that my life is going to be so much better in the next few years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the road, because I took a risk. I took that risk, got outside my comfort zone, and started, my own online business that's connected with this supportive community. So yeah, that's what it's done for me so far. There's a lot more things that is on my bucket list of things I want to do. But you have to stay tuned. You have to follow me on my business page and just see where I come from. But if you watch from day one of when I started on my business page to where I'm at now, you will see that transition of me becoming a much more confident person in myself, that I can now know with this business, I can help a lot more other people, not just financially, but just help them get out of the rut that they're in. And that is my number one goal. While I'm still alive, is to help people get out of that 9-to-5 job, help them improve their quality of life so that they too can spend more time with family and friends. So yeah, that's it for me, you guys. So yeah, I'll just get back to.
Yeah, there's a lot of amazing things that it's done for you. We can go on and on and on. And
Yeah.
you've been in this business for a long time, and we come to you all the time to bug you, to ask you stuff, and you're so informative. And you don't skip a beat. Like you have this business running for you. You know how to schedule your posts. You know how to schedule your ads so that you're running your ads in your business still while you're traveling, still while you're with family, still while you're taking care of your mom. You never I love the fact that you still run this business and you never let it get in the way of your happiness. You never let it get in the way of your health. You're going to the gym.
Going to Mexico and
exactly.
everything.
The
Right?
business is still running. It's so effortless. But I know because I'm not in the back end, and Paulo and all these beautiful ladies and Tito, like we know that it takes time and effort to get to where we are with. This is a cinch. All right, copy, post. Let's do this. Let's do that. So to anybody who's watching, a lot of the things we're doing right now, like what me and Paulo set up for a lot of people, and even Akina too. She helps. There's a lot of business partners that help. You can just like copy and paste a lot of our ads. It's that simple. Download the photo or the video, paste it, copy it. We show you how we have the whole business plan, the whole model down packed for you. You just got to run it.
Yeah, and just want to add to that, because there's a lot of us senior people within our community that we're here to give you the advice and the experience so that you don't make the same mistakes. And that's what we do, like with Akina and Thushara, because I know you two just started. No, I mean, you don't have like 6 years, 7 years that some of us have had, but that's what we're here to give you is advice so that you can succeed in your business a lot faster, because we've already paved the way for a lot of people in this community.
Information is gold, right?
Yeah, 100%. Well, Akina, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? I'm really excited. Tell us where you're coming from. Introduce yourself for us and tell us what has changed in your life since starting this business.
For sure. Thank you so much for having me. And it's so nice to see you, Thushara, Paulo, Georgia, and Tito. Beautiful flowers in the background there, by the way.
You know who bought me those?
Who?
The flowers, Paul and Helena.
Oh, beautiful.
They brought that. So sweet.
So nice. So nice.
I'll let you know. So.
But yeah, my name is Akina, and I currently live on Vancouver Island. We've been there for 2 years now. I used to live in Calgary for 6 years. That's where I met my husband, who's Irish. And before that, lived in Toronto, was born there. I've moved a lot in my life, but uh, right now I'm in Ireland, and we're here for a month. So that's really nice. Sorry if you hear crackling in the background. There's a little fire stove going on. Don't know if you can see that, but it keeps kind of crackling. But yeah, I've worked kind of in several different like occupations. I tried many things. I worked in clinical research. I did an internship at University of Calgary. I worked in construction doing administration. Was a personal trainer for a bit. Just so much. And I find that I'm always changing. So the online world kind of really attracted me, and I knew deep down I wanted to do something online eventually. But actually, after university, straight out of university, I tried my hand, kind of dipped my toe in entrepreneurship there for a bit, and did tried a multi-level marketing company there. And I had to talk to family and friends and kind of host meetings in my home and stuff. It definitely took me out of my comfort zone, but I just wasn't feeling it. So I found this. It's kind of 7 years sifting through so many opportunities online. There's lots of courses out there that are thousands of dollars, and cryptocurrency and so many things. But I had two requirements: running a business again, trying my hand at entrepreneurship again. And two requirements was I didn't want to do like an MLM, like network marketing company, ever again. I didn't want to reach out to family or friends ever again. And three requirements. I wanted to have like real mentorship, because I actually wanted to see success in business. So I knew that I had to find like coaching and mentorship, and so you could follow like the pathway to success by following your leader, right? So yeah, I'm so lucky that I found that in this business with Georgia and Ciro and Paulo. They're incredible. By the way, thank you so much for your leadership, guys. So yeah, one of the things that attracted me to this business in particular is that I absolutely love traveling, similar to Paulo, and I love exploring, just experiencing different cultures. I'm ever changing, so literally I'm able to travel for months. Actually, it's our second time visiting Ireland, and in the past 6 months, and this time we're here for longer. And it's funny because I wanted random thing, but I wanted to try bingo. Like I've always wanted to try bingo, and my mother-in-law, she goes every week, so I went with her, and I was actually getting like leads in while we were at the bingo hall. And I actually wanted to respond to my leads because like it's exciting when you get leads in business coming in, right? So bingo's super intense because they go so fast, but I was still able to respond on my phone, like in between numbers being called. Like that's how mobile this business is. And I just felt super lucky, and I was super happy, and I actually ended up winning a little jackpot, and so that was fun. But yeah, like the fact that I'm able to really spend quality time with my family wherever in the world. After Ireland, where I'm staying in Toronto with my mom, for a couple of weeks, and with a traditional job or even a brick and mortar business, I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to spend that much time away from a traditional business or a job. So this is incredible. And now I have so much time to do all of that. You just set up your system initially, and then you set up an advertisement like Georgia mentioned, and you have so much time to do other things. Like we got here about 5 days ago, and I've kind of been offline a bit there because, I'm spending time with family, and that's okay because everything's running in the background. And yeah, I think that's it for me. But also wanted to share, I don't ever go on camera that often because I'm very shy. I'm kind of introverted. So what this business allows me to do is I can hop on camera every now and then to share my story, and I felt compelled to share it now since I'm in Ireland, and I want to show that I'm able to do this like any of you can. So yeah, life's too short to not enjoy life.
uh, I was gonna comment on that too. I love that part that you said that you're a shy person. You were never too much in cameras, but guess what? This business gave you the comfort to throw away all that shyness away. And like I said, the system taught us how to judge and criticize, so we don't show what we love to do. So we don't show our emotions. So we don't do things like this. For example, showing your face in the camera. They have us afraid. So we only do what they want us to do, which is work for them. Work, 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 work. Take away our taxes, the money, whatever they want. Then they bring new phones, new cars, the new Bugatti, the new car that everybody's talking about. Everybody in the world is talking about this new car, these new watches that they're making out of diamonds, this new everything that TV shows hosts.
Or keep us
They
busy.
get them
keep
all.
us busy with social media.
They get them
the
all.
most stupidest things are popular. It's like, why
to
is this even on here?
Distraction. Okay.
We taught you how to use
You don't know what's
social
really
media with making money.
what really happens
Right?
around the world with the people out there, with the ones that are really in control. We don't know. We have no idea of what's happening out there. You know why? Because we're too occupied with the new cars
That's
and
what they
new
want,
phones
with
and
the
new
social
things,
media
the
or
social
the-
media, right?
Yeah.
Listen, we only live once, guys, and we only have one life, and we only have time to do what we love to do, to enjoy our lives. Because when we're gonna be 80 years old, and we don't understand this right now, but when we're gonna be 80 years old, all we are gonna be looking for is how did you spend this life? What did you do for yourself? And how did you do it for yourself? Did you do something you love to do, or did you always work for somebody else, being afraid of doing what you love to do because people are going to be pointing fingers on you? I have a message for the world, and I'm going to do it with my music. I'm going to go hard against the governments and everything in the world. I'm coming hard. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but it's
system,
my way.
The system ate his life, construction for
The
15
system
years,
ate life,
and then he was in debt.
And then
So,
also, I want to say
yeah.
something like, people are killing each other out there. They're killing each other out there, and I want to say it hurts. One of my family members was murdered, and I want to say we can't keep going like this. And if everybody goes and shows their love, showing their love, how you share love, guys. You share love by doing what you love to do, and you share it with the world. You go. If you don't know what you do when you love to do it, you go home and you practice. You practice the things that make you happy. This business will give you the freedom to do what you love to do, because in the end, the business will run for you, so you can do other things. You can do whatever you want. You can go back to work if you want. You can get another stream of income. You can do whatever you want, guys. This business will change it for you. You just gotta put a little bit of time at the beginning, like everything else in the world, guys. Hey, it's a no-brainer. I'm happy. I'm not forcing you to come in here, and I'm telling you, you have to come in here. No, I'm trying to tell you that there is a way out, and I'm happy. I'm gonna keep being happy. You want to be happy with yourself? Do something good. Oh, and I want to add this: when you give is what really happiness means. This morning I went to Superstore, and I was buying some carpet cleaning and stuff, right? And there was a Filipino guy that didn't his card wasn't working. Constantly, it was decline. And I said, I looked and I was like, oh, here's my chance. I got excited inside. I was like, well, here's my chance. I said, how much is that? And he said, oh, $30 of food. And I said, don't worry about it. He's like, no, I'll go over there and I'll go to the machine. The cashier, no. You stay here. I'll pay it. I got some money. It's okay. And they made me feel good. Guess what? I pay the money. I pay his food, and then he's so grateful. He gives me a hug. He tells me thank you. You know how beautiful that is? That is great. Now you do something for people like that.
Money can
life
change.
will come back to you. You give money away, money will come to you. You give.
It's not like they say money can't bring happiness. You can change people's lives.
Yeah.
Have a foundation. Just like Paulo, he's helping his family. He's traveling. He's taking his friends on a trip. Akina's right now, in Ireland, visiting her husband's family, planning a stay there and making them happy. Thushara, she's growing her empire.
Yeah, I have my land in Spain. I got a piece of land in Spain. You know what I want? Let's say I want 50 years old. I want chickens and horses, and I want to live up in the mountain over there with my dogs. And you know what? Make a plan, guys. Make a plan. We're not gonna be working.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be like the way the world works right now is you're gonna work till you're 80. You're gonna get retired after that, and how much time you have to yourself? You only know how to work all day. You only know that, but then they retire you. What are you gonna do with your life? What are you gonna do? You're used to working every day of your life, and then you get off that work. What are you gonna do? And then plus your body it does not work like before, and a lot of people's bodies are they're torn because the jobs torn. They break their bodies. Mechanics spend their whole life working in mechanics. They are 80 years old and all their bodies destroyed. Everything is destroyed. In a way, guys, make a plan. We have to make a plan to for ourselves. When you're young, you got the sufficient energy to work. Well, sacrifice the times going out partying, going out and drinking, going out watching TV. If you do want to give yourself a little treat, you do it once in a while, but don't make it in even every weekend. You have to go out with your friends, get drunk, get smashed, have sex with so many, do whatever you know.
Yeah.
This is the time that you're young. You have to work on your empire, work on something, make a plan. So when you're 50 years old, you're not stuck working in a construction place, in the cold, in the rain, and like some people I know. Listen, I may have come back to work because I want another stream of income. Because I want to move because I'm young. And I'll tell you the truth, I chose construction again. I didn't choose the last job that I had because I chose the job that I wanted.
To be a foreman.
Okay, so yes, I'm back at working. So what? And at the same time that I'm back at working, my business is making me money in the back. And at the same time that I finish my job at let's say 7 o'clock or 3 o'clock, I go and play trumpet and I make the same money that I make in 8 hours.
We'll see.
Working, I make it in 2 hours. Look, this is about the streams of income right now. I'm preparing myself so when I'm 50 years old, I ain't gonna be working like a horse, like a dog. I ain't gonna be working pulling things. I'm gonna be chilling, feeding my chickens or that's how it's gonna be. Everybody, you guys want to make a plan in your world? Do it. If you don't want to make a plan in the world, don't stop criticizing others. Stop pointing fingers at others. Stop saying because you're the one that didn't make the move. Now you want change.
That's done that.
You make a move. You make a move. Stop being a little, and whining all the time. Stop it. It's like that new guy that came out on YouTube. He's a fighter. He bought a new Bugatti, whatever. He's very violent in YouTube. He's right. If you want to go spend your time in a club, all your teenager, you're the coolest, and you get dressed nicely, and all the girls like you and stuff. What are you gonna do when you're 60? You spend your whole time going to clubs when you're young. No, you ain't gonna do nothing. So work on your empire. Exactly. Work on something. Get as many jobs as you want, as long as you have you have a focus into change. That's all I gotta say. I'm very going hard. Who wants a problem? I'm here. Bring it on.
I wanted sorry, get back to Akina because I know me and Akina we had conversations because we worked. So I work in oncology clinical trials research, and Akina did that for schooling, and we were chatting because she's like, in order for her to get a job in that industry, she has to have the experience, which is hard because sometimes how can you get the experience when people aren't going to give you that experience? And so even if you're trying to find like a part-time job or another full-time job, a lot of it is based on experience. Whereas with this business model and the program that we offer, you don't need experience to come into this. It's step-by-step training. We will teach you how to go through the training. We onboard people to show you what you need to do with the training because it's a very extensive training. It's overwhelming, but it's up-to-date information, how to leverage social media instead of scrolling around it through just spending hours on it and then realizing you didn't really get off your couch or you aren't very productive. Whereas we teach you to be productive, but using on the business sense of social media. And so, Akina, I'm really happy that you put a pause into the research jobs and started doing this business because I knew it from the day when I met you when we had that conversation because you reached out to me and I'm like, this girl's she's gonna create an empire. She's gonna her business is going to grow so well, and you're set for life. So
Yeah, I'm super proud of you, Akina. And that's it. She just started to blow up. Like literally, as soon as she started working on her empire, and she had a little gig, a little job she was doing, and she was like, now she's doing this full time, and she's with her husband in Ireland, and she's booming. She's booming, and just like Tito said, focus on your dreams, and we discussed that. We was talking about that, Akina. Like even your husband, he's still working, right? So it's like, go hard right now. Get all these streams of income. Set yourself up for life. If you guys set yourself up for life right now, even in this business, I stay up late. Paulo knows, me and Paulo will be texting each other. We're going to bed. Sure. Okay, one last thing. And we're preparing.
Listen,
yeah.
I want to say something, guys. If you guys want something, disappear for a bit. Disappear from
I like that.
all the actions and everything that you do, the routines. Disappear. Cut all that. Do something else. Stay quiet. Stay quiet for a year.
No, I'm busy. I
Stay
can't
quiet.
come to that get together.
Stay quiet, and
I'm a little
then
busy working on my business.
and then come out like a star and shine. And you're like,
Yeah.
what the hell was he doing?
Yeah.
He was hiding, and I didn't see him, and it's so long. But then, hey, you come out to the other side. That's my error. I have a big mouth, and I talk. Everything I do,
And then everybody
I say it
judged
to
him.
everybody.
Like,
I say
no,
it.
you're
When
in
I
a
got this
pyramid
business,
scheme, or
when
no,
I got
don't do
into
that.
this business, I got everywhere.
But you still blew up.
Exactly.
You're still doing incredible.
People make mistakes. Life is hard.
Yeah.
People change.
Yeah.
To all those people that they think that people don't change, there comes a point in life that if it comes to a certain circumstance that will actually how do you call it? Will actually intervene with your life. If you want to change, people will change. No matter how it is for everybody, there is change in everybody. You may not believe it, but people do change, and I can tell you that I've changed the way I was when I was young. I used to be like my life. I'll tell you, my life hasn't been a joy in the park, and I bet you a lot of people they haven't been either. But all I gotta tell you is that people change. I have a most positive mind right now than what I had before. I spent a whole year, I did a huge change, from being, alone into being straight into a family, a new business. Things weren't the same.
Yeah,
We had we had whatever we had. But I'll tell you, this is for everybody, family members, everybody. Things change. You like a message for everybody. Focus on what you do, and don't focus on the person right beside you. What he's doing. Focus on what you do, and do yourself. Find yourself. Don't go look into love into other people's arms before you having love for yourself and having yourself fulfilled everything. And hey, this business, it changes people's lives. I'm sorry to say that, but it does. It changes people's lives.
It does.
And
I think it's our community.
you can all say
it's our community.
pyramid scheme, MLM, or whatever. That's your problem. That's your comment. That's your that's your
opinion. But more people now. One of the reasons why we do this online biz real talk, or we're doing it in our Learn to Earn online group, is to show people
that's real.
We're real. And Akina coming today to give her testimony. This is huge because Akina's shy.
She doesn't even go on camera.
And she's helping people to earn online. She's a mentor. Same thing with Thushara. Same thing with Paulo, me, Tito. We are helping people. The reason why we're here today is because we're helping people.
We want to help people have an extra choice, instead of waking up every morning. Oh, I gotta work here. I gotta work. I gotta do this. Hey, man, you're gonna be 80 years old in no time. You're gonna be 80 years.
You know what you were saying when you were 80? Imagine you're 80 years old and you didn't do what you want. I'm thinking in this business, imagine 80 years old and having our products and still looking great. I was thinking that. I was like, imagine us, because the products that we have are really good for you and they're high end. There's a lot of amazing things that come with it.
In this business, you're buying a Ferrari. for your body.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, you know, everything that you could possibly want and desire, like this business gives to you.
Exactly. You don't have to go outside and get it. You'll just
No.
get it from your house.
Yeah.
You go on, Paulo. Yeah.
Well, no, I was just saying, like, I know we've all chatted and stuff, but how about you, Georgia? I know you talked a bit about what this business has done for you. So far.
Yeah, I would
I know
love.
you've got a bit more what you want to say.
So everything that everybody's been talking about has pretty much the same type of story has hit me really hard. So I'm a mom. I'll introduce myself. I'm Georgia Williams, coach and president and CEO. I've been doing this business now for 4 years, and when I started this business, I didn't know how to turn this MacBook on. I didn't know how. All I knew was my phone, and I have a touch screen on a computer, so I didn't really know how to learn how to like do anything online. I was not tech savvy. I had a brick and mortar business in Toronto, Ontario, and a lot has changed for me. Like it took me about 11 days to get started, to go through my training, get myself set up. At that point, that training, we only had advertising on Facebook. It was really short, the training. Nowadays, it would still probably get you a couple of days to a couple of weeks to get set up, because I didn't have much time. I worked on my business like an hour a day or so, because my twins were only 2 at the time. So yeah, it took me about 11 days that I started to get leads, and I remember getting my first big sale only a month into the business. I started advertising. Mind you, I didn't have very much money to advertise with. So if anybody's thinking, oh, you need a ton of money to advertise and start, no, you don't. I was like broke when I started. I didn't have nothing. I was in debt. I was $30,000 in debt. I had a broken down vehicle. It was scary. It was scary because I had so much money in my brick and mortar business in Toronto, and I made a lot of money, and I could have got whatever I want, travel. And then I shut that down. I moved to Kamloops, BC from Toronto, Ontario, because I changed my life around. And I turned Christian, and my mom died, and just a lot. And I was like, let me exit Toronto. It's too stressful here. I need to grow my kids up in Kamloops to where I was when I was a teenager. And then my business failed. My brick and mortar business failed. I changed some things, and it failed. And now I was left with spending my savings and getting in debt. So long and behold, this business fell in my lap just before I was about to take a job at Costco, or about to take a job at a car dealership. And I knew not to. This business fell in my lap. It was like, God was like, here you go, child. And then I literally was like, oh my goodness, like, how come I never seen this before? What is this?
The tools.
Yeah. But the thing is if I probably seen something like this and I didn't see a person who I knew talking about this, I probably wouldn't have thought I could have did this. I probably thought, they need schooling, they need a background in education, they need a background in this. I probably would have thought that, because I'm come from a very old school European background, and think that maybe, just maybe, I can't do these things. But I seen the person who was doing it. I'm like, what are you doing? And I watched a workshop right away, the free workshop, which we're gonna give you at the end of here. And I blew up. I started right away. I was like, oh my goodness, how quick can I get started? See, they don't start right away. A lot of our business partners, Akina started right away. Paulo, I'm not sure too much about Thushara, but Paulo did his due diligence. He said it, but I was like, 1, 2, 3. I was like, got to do this now. You know, same. And whoever does that, I know Paulo, Akina, Thushara, like we're blowing up. We're blowing up, and we blew up quickly because we had that drive. Oh my goodness. If you see the business, if you see the products, if you see how we set you up with a website, sales funnel, you're like, what's the catch? Everybody's always like, what's the catch? There's no catch. It's a real business. We studied, we did our due diligence, we grew even more. I'm a part of the training, some of the training now. We did it. We grew this business to the top, and we found the best, incredible companies worldwide. A medical grade company, a traveling, communication, fitness, all of these amazing products. Some are very, very high end, higher priced. They're all incredible products. They have gold seals of qualities, and they're known around the world. Some are lower priced, right? Some are really low priced for all people's budgets. So our community leaders are huge, and they're like so smart. They made a huge impact in this world, and they know, well, that one product is higher priced. Let's get another product that's not so high priced. Let's literally advertise and be open to the whole world. So I literally, from this business, was able to stay home with my 5 children able to make an incredible income, pay off 30,000 worth of debt, purchase a new vehicle for our
Live in a
family,
house, in a
live
huge
in this
house.
beautiful home. There's so much that has happened. I don't have to worry about bills and rent and groceries. I can buy things, pay for things so easily.
She doesn't have to go outside to get any
No.
money. She stays in her house.
Exactly. And to be honest with you, I've been so incredibly busy lately, and I haven't been working on my business as much. But I'm still getting buyers and leads, and all my business partners. I just literally help my business partner because I'm the coach. I will cut your sales. I cut her a sale for 1.4K, and I'm getting these huge bonuses too. And I just made myself also a sale for like 4K. So I'm like, thank you, Jesus. Was like an hour on the computer doing this. If you have the business set up just like Ciro, he worked on it like 2-3 hours a day in the beginning, and he set himself
Now I don't
up
have
really
to work
quick.
much on my business.
No.
I just have to do a couple postings
A couple
now
posts.
and then.
He copies and pastes.
Copy and
posts.
paste. That's the only thing I do. And hey, the business works. How many of you would you like a business that gets you 5K a sale
Yeah.
from just copying and pasting a few
Free ads, paid ads, you choose.
like I don't even talk to people about this.
Yeah.
And you know it's still
I
working.
wanted to mention something really quick. What was really funny is Ciro, I seen on his past history of his I think it was Facebook or something, and he was showing somebody the products from what he was in. He was in MLM, and I was like, it felt so pushy. Like it was
The
like
way I was doing it for
he felt like in other words, this company was pushing him to do these things and have to present this and do this
and it was
and these products. I
They
don't
were-
want to.
they were high on sugar.
They wasn't good.
They was not
And
good for you.
they're literally there's no money in them. I was like, oh my goodness, look how easy our work is. Because I
Yeah.
see his past history of his work because I help him with his ads, and I'm like, look at how easy this. So if anybody has been in an MLM or has done something
I'll tell you.
online, this is totally different, guys.
Yeah, this is
Very high commissions, high-end products that convert to high revenue with minimal
minimum
interaction and networking.
Exactly.
You just literally have your ads, and sometimes people will come to you, ask a question, and we already have pre-written things for you to explain.
Yeah. So like the stuff that I was doing before,
Yeah.
I had to actually, generate
Meet up, and you have to
with
meet up and
people.
network.
I had to leave
To
my
make a
job
deal.
early to meet up with someone,
Yeah.
to sell them something, to try to sell them the business. And the thing is that 99% of the people that you meet up to meet, you'd get off your own work to meet them, and they wouldn't show.
Or
So
he
it
lost
was-
friends.
it was all
He
that.
lost
Oh, yeah,
friends.
people-
He lost family
People
members.
used to come up to me, and
Yeah.
as soon as I start talking, they'd be like, "Oh, you're a commercialist. Oh no, I'm not interested." They just walk away from me.
Yeah.
Like you
I
lose your
remember
family
all the
members hate
things.
you.
This is not
Um,
like that. You don't have to bug
This
family,
business, you don't have to
friends.
tell anybody
No.
about it. You just
You
do
have
it.
your ads running. Your ads will bring your leads, your buyers in, and then for the higher end products, we will cut your sales as coaches, and because we have to make sure the paperwork's properly because
Yeah.
it's a big transaction,
Yeah, it's
and anything else is sold online. You get sales.
and it's been proven, guys.
Yeah.
Do you guys see me speaking to anybody about the business? I like on my free time, the people that know me, people that I'm working right now, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't. They're like, oh, they tell me, how is that MLM pyramid scheme? And I said, it's not an MLM or a pyramid scheme, but it's still working in the back. It's working right now.
Yeah.
It's generating me income. I mean,
Yeah, you got proof.
guys, I don't have to tell anybody this. We don't have to tell you guys this. We're just
So-
letting you know that we are.
Yeah.
This is real.
So we're running up on 60 minutes, so we better tell people where to go. So if you're in the Learn to Earn online group right now and you see this post, you want to what, Paulo? Tell them you want to direct them.
Yeah, either go to ask the person who brought you into the group, ask them for their the link to join in and just learn more about the products in the back end. And it's 30 days to check things out. It's risk free, and we can't. It's hard to talk about the product because there's a lot of commissions structured based on each company, and so that would take. It's 3 hours of video. We can't do that in 10-15 minutes. So that's why we built this system the way it is. So yeah, reach out to the person, get their link. And if you are not in the Learn to Earn group and you are someone who's just looking into this, who is a lead, who's interested in starting an online business, reach out and get the link or the website that the person that you were attracted to and just add your name and email, and then you'll get the free information webinar to watch the it's a 90-minute video to talk about the business system and the model that we're using, and then ask the person to get invited into the Learn to Earn online group. And that's where we created really cool videos like I'm in it, Akina, Georgia, and a bunch of other people. We put a lot of work into this so that all the frequently asked questions that we get as mentors and coaches are in there so that you can do your due diligence and see if this is something that you feel comfortable moving forward with. So
I love that. Thank you. And just to let you guys know, I did put the link in here. So right up top, click on the link, sign up, add your email that you registered for free with your mentor. If you don't know that, reach out to your mentor and say, do you remember what email? If you have a few emails. And if you're seeing this on any of our business partners' posts, they have their links up top. Just click on that link, add your name and your email, and let them know. Say, I registered for the free workshop. Can you please add me into the Learn to Earn online group? Because once you register, we can welcome you into the Learn to Earn online group for free. And you can see our pre-recorded videos. You can see our lives. You can see all of our commissions. You can see what we're doing. You can hear more about the business.
You can see the community we have. You can see how many people can help you with this. Like we have the tools in this business to help you, be successful and above and beyond.
Amen. So thank you all for joining. God bless you.
See you on the other side, guys.
See you. Click that link, add your name and your email. We'll invite you to Learn to Earn. And if you are in the Learn to Earn, what are you waiting for?
Yeah.
Sign up. Let's show you the products. Let's
Change
show you
your
the
life.
companies. So I started right away. As soon as I seen the companies, I was like,
yeah, it works.
amazing.
It's working.
Yeah. So
all right,
bye,
guys. Take
everyone.
care.
Thank you, Paulo, Akina, and Thushara, and Tito. Bye, everyone.